Andela was founded on a simple truth.
Brilliance is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not.
We're here to bring talent and opportunity together
by giving global companies access
to untapped talent across Africa.
Our aspiration is to become the next generation
of technology leaders around the world.
Together, we are building an institution
to impact the world
for far longer than we would be here to witness.
To do that, we must live our values.
Excellence. We are lifelong learners who strive for mastery of our craft. We prepare,
then we deliver.
We solve problems and add value.
We advance through merit alone.
Passion.
We believe we are going to change the world.
We pursue Andela's mission with unwavering energy and conviction.
We seek to inspire and to be inspired.
We challenge each other and work away friends.
We personify grit and persistence.
Collaboration.
Our sum is greater than our parts.
We put Andela before ourselves.
We outcompete through diversity.
We're not limited by borders, real or imagined.
Integrity.
We choose extraordinary people,
then trust them to do the right thing.
We walk further to take the right path.
We want others to hold us accountable.
We speak honestly, even when it takes courage.
Andela is a movement.
A collection of brilliant minds across Africa.
A programming sprint.
Followed by a football match.
Leading into a rooftop dance party.
Andela is a platform for tech-powered growth.
Andela reflects our fundamental belief
that while the digital revolution
may have begun in Silicon Valley,
its future will be written in Lagos,
Nairobi,
and cities across Africa.
If this is a mouthful,
just say TIA.
Just say TIA.
Just say TIA.
Just say TIA.
This is Andela.
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 Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world watching this conference. Welcome to Conf42 Golang 2022. Say hello to the Gophers from the outer space. This event was brought to you by Andela, the diamond sponsor, Form3, Globant, Microsoft, Solus, and Teleport, gold sponsors, silver sponsors, and media partners. The opening keynote will be presented by Agnes Muthoni, Director Strategic Partnerships at Andela, bringing the future of work to life.
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to be participating in this conference in 2022. My name is Agnes Muthoni, and I head up partnerships here at Andela. Andela is a global talent marketplace that helps companies build remote engineering teams faster. We help companies like GitHub, Goldman Sachs, and Cloudflare connect with vetted remote engineers across different markets. This enables our clients to scale their engineering teams quickly and build amazing products. What's important to note is that this has been a journey. The way the world works is changing, and Andela's vision of the future of work from when we were founded is now a more obvious reality. We've always seen this global remote workforce and have been working towards it since we launched our very first remote regions in Egypt and Ghana. Now the rest of the world is seeing the impact of Andela for both companies and engineers across the world.
In the second keynote, let me introduce Adelina Simion and Andy Kuszyk from Form3 for a deep dive into load testing with F1.
Hello, everyone. We're really excited to be part of this year's Conf42 Golang. I'm Adelina, and I'm a technology evangelist at Form3.
And I'm Andy, and I'm a head of engineering at Form3.
Due to a lack of functionality in existing solutions, we wrote our own open source load testing tool in Go at Form3. This talk focuses on the importance of load testing and showcases just that solution titled F1. I will introduce you to performance testing fundamentals and already existing tools.
I will tell you a bit more about F1 and show you how you can use it in a live demo. So join us to see how you can use Go to load test your services with F1.
Go with Workflows is the next keynote by Walter Demian Schroeder, Go developer architect at Globant.
In this talk today, I will be talking about workflows, a tool that helps us manage microservices integration, making them more clear, flexible, and easy to use. I am currently working at Globant. We are a digitally native company that helps organizations reinvent themselves and unleash their potential. We are the place where innovation, design, and engineering meet scale. I have been working with Go for the last 5 years with different clients around the world. I have been seeing multiple solutions, from a small web application backend to a complete business solution, with lots of external integrations. However, we always have microservices with dependencies that are hard to maintain. I will explain how it is possible to have microservices just to complete a specific task and delegate the integration from the business logic to the workflows. Thank you for joining.
Gopher in an event-driven playground is the last but not least keynote by Tamimi, developer advocate, Office of the CTO at Solus.
My presentation will talk about what event-driven systems are all about and how Go fits in an event-driven architecture world by covering existing messaging protocols, frameworks, and tools that can be used with Golang. I'll be highlighting the potential challenges behind using event-driven architectures, and finally I'll be showcasing the new Solus PubSub Plus messaging API for Golang and how y'all can get your hands on it. So make sure to attend this talk, and I can't wait for all the questions that will come.
The Getting Started track opens up with Kazuki Higashiguchi, software engineer at Otify. He will talk about HTTP server on random available port in Go.
Hi there. My talk will be about how Go works to bind a port and listen for TCP connections internally when starting an HTTP server on a random available port. I will deep dive into the inside of standard libraries, net and syscall. I hope you'll find it helps you understand HTTP and TCP programming in Go.
Go to the Edge, or how to code your IoT devices using Golang, is the next lecture by Liam Hampton, cloud advocate at Microsoft.
I work really closely with the London Reactor team, and my job is all about building the community and helping to lower the barriers to entry and upskilling professionals. Prior to being an advocate, I was a professional software engineer, and through that I wrote a lot of Golang and a lot of Node.js. My talk today is all about IoT, specifically TinyGo, how I found it, what I'm doing with it, and how you can get started too. There's even a little hands-on demo in there to show you how I have been playing with this. So I really hope you enjoy the talk, and if you have any questions, please do feel free to reach out on social media afterwards.
Joe Karlsson, Senior Developer Advocate at SingleStore, is here to make you a gentle introduction to building data-intensive applications in Go.
So, first of all, do you know how much data is created every day in 2022? Well, looks like about 80 zettabytes of data. And by 2025, we're looking at about 175 zettabytes. That's over double the amount of current data we're processing today in just, 3 years? 3 years from now. That's coming up fast, right? So I want to talk to you about what it takes to build a data-intensive application, because knowing how to do this is going to be critical for building applications that can scale in the future. And it's hard.
Testing in Go 101. Describing best practices and different approaches through practical examples is the upcoming talk by Francisco Daines, Principal Software Engineer at Walmart.
Hello Gophers, I'm working as a Principal Software Engineer at Walmart Chile in the Artificial Intelligence and Data Exploitation team. The title of my talk is Testing in Go 101. The focus of this talk is to explain different ways to test our applications in Go language, describing best practices and different approaches, so you can start testing your applications in a proper way. Whether you are a beginner to the Go language or an experienced developer, this talk can be quite useful for you. Please join me on March 31st. See you.
The deep dive track is the next one today. Akilan Selvacoumar, core developer at PeerNet, will tell you more about this project, an open P2P network standard and implementation.
I am a core developer / software engineer with PeerNet, and also currently a researcher where I work with compilers and peer-to-peer networks. But today's talk is going to be specifically on the PeerNet protocol, which I've been working with my fellow teammates for a while. And we're going to talk about what is it, how you can use it, why we built it using Go, and we hope to see you use it further along the way. And yeah, we just want to get you hooked into using PeerNet.
Scale endlessly? No problem. Need additional libraries? Dockerize it. Go serverless is the next lecture by Savas Ziplies, Managing Director and Founder at Ellipsis.
Ahoy there. I'm the founder and managing director at Ellipsis, and I would like to take you on a trip down serverless lane. With the advent of serverless offers such as AWS Lambda or GCP Cloud Functions, Golang has become a usable programming language in a functions as a service use case. You can write simple single-purpose functions, deploy them high available and nearly endless scalable. So everything's perfect, right? But what if you don't want to think in simple single functions and rather in big frameworks as you did before? I would like to show you how you can leverage an existing Go environment and just deploy serverless to benefit from the best of both worlds, bringing DevOps back to focus on development without caring too much about endless scalability in the cloud.
Jesus Espino, staff engineer at Mattermost, will now address dissecting slices, maps, and channels in Go.
I'm going to follow an experimental approach to analyze the memory and the runtime behavior of Go when we create, modify, or access the main data structures. Thank you for joining in.
The lessons learned track is the last one today. Successful Go for microservices architecture will be presented by Herve Ah-Leung, senior software engineer at Smart Numbers.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Herve. I'm working for a software telecom company called Smart Numbers. So my team is part of the fraud prevention solutions teams. And so I will be talking about Go and microservices today. So 3 years ago when I joined my current company, some Scala bulky services were in place, and we decided to make the transition to Go and start building a proper microservices architecture software. The goal of my talk, my presentation, is to talk you through the journey of that transition and really put the stress on how Go was really helpful to make that transition and in building a resilient, high-quality software.
Coming in as the final lecture at the conference, please join me in welcoming Ranjan Mohan, Senior Software Engineer at Menlo Security. He will share with you some tips and tricks to reduce the amount of effort and time spent to maintain your application.
Hello everyone, Ranjan here. Today I'll be taking a session on gotchas and a few best practices in Golang.
And that wraps it up for Conf42 Golang 2022. As always, free RSVP unlocks all the content. Big heads up to our speakers, partners and sponsors for making this conference possible, and to you for being with us and attending. The keynotes will live stream right after this video ends. Please make sure to look up the schedule on the conference website so you don't miss anything. Please feel free to jump into our Discord server and to #Golang channel to have a chat with other attendees and speakers. We hope to see you there in a minute. That was Mark. Enjoy the conference. Take care and have an excellent weekend.